You said you hadn't seen them until a few days ago. What happened?
Well, it's an interesting situation. This past Tuesday, I got a phone call from a social services worker telling me that Jenna had been in a car wreck and was in a coma, and that I needed to talk to her about taking Scott and Amy in while Jenna recovers. Let me tell you what a shock that was.
Oh my gosh. So I take it you have the kids now?
Yeah. At first, I tried really hard to get out of it. I had a routine in my life, and taking the kids in meant completely changing that. I was never a kid myself, so I had no idea what to do with two teenagers. I still don't. I'm not fit to be a father.
If you were so against the idea, why did you take Scott and Amy in?
Well, when I went to work to ask for some time off to deal with the situation, I talked to my boss, Tony, and he refused to let me off. Now, you have to understand that Tony is a hard-nosed ex-Marine who tells it like it is and nothing more. He's like an Italian who's big into family and keeping your priorities straight and all that stuff. Tony helped me to understand that while it will be hard and uncomfortable, taking Scott and Amy in is the right thing to do for all of us. My therapist, Martin, agreed. He flat out told me he doesn't know that I'll be a good dad, but he thinks the big change in my life could be good for me. He's not the one suddenly having two teenagers invade his life.
How have things been going with Scott and Amy? And they obviously haven't been with you all that long.
Oh, they've been with me since Wednesday, and it's been rough. I have a 2-bedroom apartment, and there are 3 of us. I was going to have the kids share a room, but they insisted on their privacy. Let me tell you, sleeping on the couch isn't good for a 50-year-old back. I don't know how to relate to them. I'll admit, I haven't tried as hard as I could. I just don't get it, Amy's always texting or on the phone with her friends, and you would think Scott lived in the video games as much as he plays them. Honestly, it's driving me crazy. Is this how all teenagers act? What do I do? How can I relate to these kids?
Well, it sounds pretty typical to me. Perhaps our listeners would have some advice for you.
Please, anyone, can you help me? I know I need to be a better dad, but I don't know how.
We are going to take a short break here on WCRD. We will be right back to hear your advice for Ashley. If you would like to speak with Ashley, please call 765-285-WCRD, 765-285-9273. We'll be right back.